New name here, playing my favorite game, Watch Your Realms. I'm on the free-to-play account, day two. I just picked up my second Kria's Fang. I don't know how big her mouth is, but that's a pretty big looking fang or whatever. And I've been able to farm these epic artifacts. So let's do a quick auto just to show you my Gear A3, which I thought was prudent of me to farm at the beginning. So if you didn't see, I was so fortunate and I summoned this Piercer Lord, Lunera. So she's able to take care of this whatever this mob is here on the right. Cute, who is a 3-star rare, who, as you see, this mob has got like those weird green wavy lines, is able to poison. So Cuke's hitting for 1,000 or whatever in the red, and his poison was ticking for 308, and it can stack up to 900. So as long as you build Cuke with enough attack speed, he can get 3 stacks of poison consistently on targets, especially the guild boss. It doesn't matter so much on guild boss's poison until you get to maybe hard. And then you'll start noticing he's doing a million damage for you, no problem whatsoever. So Shamir, I was able to pull, and he does work for me up here. He's got an automatic ultimate. However, it seemed to time out pretty well. Then you'll see my A1 to 0 here with that Piercer Lord bonus in her reach. And then Harpoon. I had to use Harpoon. I didn't really have anybody else. Lightlock is down here, just healing away Cuke and Camille. And then my very fortunate pull of Constance down here that can provide inspiration to almost every hero down here. So it's so good to start farming your right side stuff epics on day one. I was so lucky. I was really, really tired, so I didn't go too far as I did on the account before. But you'll look here, like even just this little bit of an HP bonus, it'll help just a little bit at the start. Okay. And in case you're curious, Shamir was my god. All right. I didn't really put any skill ups into any of these heroes whatsoever. So we're going to go in to see what Kria has as the second part for the quest that she's giving here. So thank you very much, Kria. What else would you like me to do for you? So she would like me to complete the stage that I think is going to be flying mobs. So let's see who the game defaults for me. And you'll notice down here, if you're new, I have the Piercer Lord bonus activated. Okay, so they all get 10% bonus attributes as the piercers. And then they all gain 1 tile distance. And you'll notice I only have Tazira and I have other piercers that I could bring. Okay, so, whoops, let's just do this line. We'll see how I do here. I'm not too concerned. Everybody's basically geared the same. The only one that's really skilled up has been my Voltus. It's this boss. So I think what's really wise here is that I'm going to put Shamir 1 tile back so that when he does his AoE, it'll take care of all those mobs here. And then I'm going to stick Cuke right up front because Cuke's poison, you'll see it. It'll start stacking on the boss. So there it is right there, okay? So it's dealing 1% of that boss's HP every time it ticks. So it doesn't really matter who I put in here, I don't think. Like I can stick Lunera here, and then for the fun of it, I'll just heal her solo for hard focus with Lightlock. But you'll notice also I purposely put automatic ultimates on the boss. It doesn't really matter. So Raiden, I was so fortunate to pull Raiden. Let's see how strong he is here. He might be able to kill that mob. Yep. So then maybe I'll put down a melee. I don't really need to on that side, I don't think. Oh, I forgot to block this other lane over here. That's pretty funny. Anyways, it doesn't really matter, I don't think, if you 3-star it or not, but it's not a big deal. However, you got to do these things with the Kria quest. It's pretty achievable, I think, even on day two. Okay, so with Tazira here, like you could throw her ultimate in, and it's amazing. I think for the codex when you unlock it, Tazira, if she's the only rapid fire quick hitter that you have, it might actually allow you to break the shield 1 time. I don't know if it scales to your account level or not. So let's take out Shamir and put in Constance just to show people a little bit of the power of Constance. Okay, she's kind of like a queen of all trades, if you will. Here. Oh, I failed it because that's not a tank. So, anyways, this is the fun of a free-to-play account with heroes that you don't have too geared up or skilled up or whatever. So we'll just do it again for the fun of it. I don't mind failing in a video, especially for the new people to the game that haven't seen this content before. So ignore whatever it's saying about me to put gear onto my heroes because I don't have right side all three item slots filled completely yet. So the game is trying to tell me to, gear up everybody. And currently I cannot. So this time I'm going to put Lightlock in the center here. And I think my Shamir and my Cuke will take care of this, no problem. Then I'm going to put down Constance, and you'll see Constance's range. Like she's going to be able to boost whoever. If I bumped her up one, she'd boost everybody, but it's not necessary at this stage right now. So what I'll do here with Lunera is I'm going to face Lunera to the right. So I think she'd be able to take care of all those mobs that come from that side. And then Tazira facing to the left so that she can help take whatever comes out of these portals. But once this boss is done, I'll take Cuke out and I'll put in Voltus facing left so that he's able to take out two lanes at one time. Then I can stick in my Borat here. So anyways, for the fun of it, there's what Constance's animation looks like for when you cast her 40% inspiration. So everybody here is getting 40% of her total attack. Okay. So Raiden, for the fun of it, here he goes. Anyways, I hope that people are interested in this game and that this content that I'm showing here on the free to play can help you stay positive, even if you haven't pulled, superstar heroes. Like you're guaranteed a legendary. I pulled Shamir, who might be top five worst Legos in the game. When it comes to endgame, Shamir is not worth anything except in the faction trial. All right. But I've pulled this Constance. I don't know what tier she is, how high of a power she eventually gets to. I've never really seen anything on her. But you start dealing what you have to do with what you've been given. No matter what you've been given, you can complete this game free to play. Obviously, it'll just take you longer or whatever. But you'll notice, through this journey that I'm having with you, there's going to be a lot of failures in runs that I'll do, but I won't cut that content out. I want you to observe how all these heroes that aren't even like level 30, not even level 40, can complete, day two content here. So you're looking like Shamir is 26, Cuke is 23, Tazir is 29, Lunera's like, they're not really geared. They have, blue items on still. It's day two. I just logged in today. All right. So here's Kria. She's going to give me these arena permits and 50 diamonds is always nice. You always like diamonds. All right. So I am gated by having to complete wave 6 on Tide. So I want to show you the correct order to do things. When it's saying for the storyline, do it as soon as possible because you're not familiar with what is going to unlock next. So if you don't know what unlocks next, you might do it before and it's not retroactive. So there's certain things that the game is tricky where they want you to do 5 arena battles or win 30 arena tokens, which is 10 wins or losses, whatever, but you need 10 arena tokens saved or permits, sorry, for those battles. So sometimes it's prudent of you to save. And if you continue to do things in the order that the game suggested until your storyline's complete and you get Volca, you will find it a lot easier for success. And Volca will help you go even faster. Once you get her to A1, which the Tide helps you, you will unlock abilities in the game to clear content that without her and without spending money, it would probably take you like 30 days and you can actually do it in 20, which is 30% of the time less. So now that I've done all 3 of my waves of Tide for the day, I will collect my loot. Now, OCD, I have to put in what it, so don't put in your healer talents first. I don't even have a healer out there, I don't think. I put in my damage talents. It doesn't really matter in Tide. There's no mistake about it. Tide is just your battle power. If I put all those heroes out naked, you'll see this number down here on the bottom right. As long as I'm 1 point above that suggested battle power, I will be victorious. I've never seen a loss while I've been above the battle power. until you get to later stages like 115, and then there's timings and mechanics with a boss fight. So for the fun of it, oh, I better not do arena yet. Oh, let's see if I lost. Oh, I tied somebody. I tied somebody with a whole lot of battle power, actually. The hate mate can't be too happy. Wow, that's funny. So go into your storyline. And now that it says you've done what you need to do for the tide, you collect it. And now look, I have a skill crystal available that it's retroactive. It says clear N57. Well, I've done that. So now my storyline part 5 is done. And the other thing about doing this is you want to get as soon as possible to 8 cleared. That way you're getting this 3 times your autos. And it's going to make your life so much easier, your quality of life and the pace of the game when your autos go up by 3 times. So just doing regular stuff on day 2, you're noticing here, I'm starting to collect stuff. This one here, I'll have half an ancient summoning crystal out of fragments. I have 15 total, day 2. Okay. Then in your challenges, and just to show you how easy diamonds are to get in the game, like I haven't done any of these except binding my account. That's it. Okay. I haven't put in any codes for, like, I think WOR 777 still works. It's worth 100. That's the only code that I have put in. So I'm going to show you something quick in the Void Rift. Remember, I've never seen this before because it came, I think, at 3 weeks ago, but there's prologue. So as far as I know, this prologue content is the Void Rift content you will see when you've hit level 40 and you can access your OLAG. But in this one, I don't care about the animation so much. I guess I have to watch it because I've never been in here. It's pretty cool. They do good jobs on their videos. I apologize. I didn't mean to detract from that. However, we're not going to watch it all. We're going to get in here. You can watch it yourself. What I want to show you is the reason that it's awesome to unlock this content as soon as possible. Okay. And if I remember correctly, the Void Rift unlocking, you clear normal campaign 6, stage 8. Okay. And you unlock Void Rift. So even if you can't beat any of this, at least when you first walk in, I mean, there's a little bit of diamonds. There's some auto fight chances. Okay. So it'll also give you your first experience with Volca. You look down here, it says special assist. Okay. She's going to reduce everybody's res timer if she's A1. I don't think this one is an A1. Well, I'm going to show you how powerful Volca is. And I think that the Watcher of Realms development team has done a fantastic job at assembling this kind of content early for people and making it accessible as free to play. So you'll notice how I put Lunaire down first because I have time to get my constants in next. And Lunera has that extra range, so she's going to hit the agitators, those hooded meanies that come out of that spawn before they even know. Okay, and the one at the top, you see what it's done. Okay, here's the issue with these if you're not familiar. Okay, let's just for fun of it, I'll put my Shamir down and we'll see if he can take it out. But if this agitator makes it to this skull here, it'll heal for 100%. And they can also do like AoE burst damage, which obviously isn't very good and you don't want it. So anyways, I'm pretty powerful for my knowledge to the level of this content. Now, the other reason that I put a healer here is because this healer, Camille, she's going to become the focus target, priority target, because she's the closest vertically and horizontally for the spawning mage. So watch how the mage hits her, and she can just heal herself. Okay? So for the fun of it, I can block this mage in as well with Volca. And watch what Volca does. Now that she's on the map, see these green numbers? Every ally of Volca's that I have on the map right now, they're healing themselves every time they land an attack. Every time. 53, 53. It's 1% of their health, okay? So it's just a base bare bones Volca. And it shocked me. I looked at this on the other free-to-play account that I lost because I forgot to bind it. But the fact that they give us Volca as an assist here makes it totally doable. So look, I'm going to stick down just an epic Tazira, okay, that she's not really geared. She doesn't have any skill ups but powder, I think. She might not even have that. and she's already helped, take care of that agitator. So I'm not going to do any more of the void content on the free to play on camera until I get Oleg at level 40, unless there's, pardon me, unless there's specific requests to do so. All right. But when you all of a sudden start collecting items, it might not look like much at first. Okay. But that 5K experience, if you haven't unlocked like experience rate 5 or 6, that 5K adds up, man. That could be getting one hero up to like 4 star. So we're gonna go into camp, and I'm going to show you where I finished at the campaign, and then we're going to do a temple, and maybe, just maybe, we'll pull somebody good. Okay. So again, on day one, Spectral Rift, I couldn't kill the super fast goblin guy that comes out. It was too difficult, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning, like an hour before reset. So I stopped here. I almost 3 starred and 13. So I can probably do some hard stages, no question about it. I don't care. I'll do it some other time. I want to push into the gear rates so that you'll see here on day one, this is where I ended up. Okay. On gear rate 1, I can't, I'm almost there. Okay. This one, no problem on farm. Okay. But I can get purple left side items. Gear rate 2, I don't have the survivability yet. The boss, he's stumping me, but I can still get these cost rapidity set, which helps for like in my Decimus. And then on Gear Raid 3, I came close to almost unlocking, almost did it, almost unlocking legendary items on day one. Okay. If you have an Idril, it would have been no question about it. You give me my roster I have with Idril, I would have had gold items day one. So there's no ×2 on this account for whatever the weekend is coming. But I do have, no matter what, I don't have a choice. I have the ×10 for the hex in them. All right. And so that you know, I've done 79 total summons with 2 Legos. So I don't, I figure I get 1 rare here at the minimum 1 rare. And I wish everybody better luck than what I just summoned, obviously. I don't think there's any rares left that I really want. Anyways, Dagna just to get her awakened. So let's do these 5 for the fun of it together. Why not? Normally I would wait for a 10 pop, but let's just do these 5 here. So I'm not going to sit there for anything that's under the epic. Oh, there we go. I need an epic. Who is it? Lily is good stuff, man. I really, really need a healer that has a cheat death, and she's got it. So that's cool. We got another epic today. I don't expect anything else. And I hope other people are pulling hex. I've seen a few hexes pulled. I've seen 2 or 3 Pharisees. Wow, another epic. That's crazy. So Leo's okay. She's not the greatest in the game for single target stuff or whatever, but she's a mage that's an epic. And right now I need epics. So the fact I got 2 epics out of 14 summons on a standard rate, not bad. Not bad at all. Again, this was new name playing my favorite game, Watcher of Realms, and I'm hoping, beyond hope, that I can complete on a free-to-play account within 150 days of gameplay. That's my hope. The faction trials, 150 days. That was the goal I set. We're on day 2. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.